On July 24th, DeepSeek came out with their model V4. 3 days later, Kimi came out with their model K3. These are frontier level models at a fraction of the cost of OpenAI or Anthropic or any of the frontier labs. And this is the biggest cluster of open source and open weight models we've seen all year. This matters because to use DeepSeek over Anthropic or OpenAI is a big cost saver if you can host your own models. Most of these models are over 90% cheaper than what you would get through using a GPT 5.5 or even the new Opus 5.0. And this matters for hiring as well, because you can't say that cost has to do with why you couldn't get something built. There are tons of open source models with high level capabilities that don't cost a lot to run and allow you to build for much cheaper. So everybody's going to say this is going to kill closed labs, but it's not. Open source is very important and it's going to change building and it will help you in your career. However, the real shift isn't that these things are cheaper, because they still require you to have the hardware, the memory, things like that. The real shift is what you build with these cheaper models on the other side. So what you could do now is you could rent a machine that has the capability of running these open source models. Most of these models can be self-hosted, but most people don't have a machine powerful enough to run the high level ones, even though they're cheaper than these much bigger models. Another thing you could do is use something like OpenCode. OpenCode charges $5 a month to get started. It's similar to Cursor, but it's focused on open source models. And by doing this, not only are you exposing yourself to open source, but then you also have a good story around how you are cost effective and you know how to get things done and you don't let things get in your way.